Hello, and welcome to my first look at Feudal Baron Kingsland, which is a little bit of a city builder. I want to make sure the audio is or the music's low enough that in case there's any sort of copyright check that it'll pass. Let's go ahead and get into it here. Alrighty. So I'm always, loving a good city builder, see what's, going on under the hood. As in any good city builder, you're looking for a set of interconnected things that are just happening and making sense and working. So we'll see what we've got going on here with Feudal Baron. What systems it has. Does it have any sort of I get what pop progression, which is basically where pops level up. You need higher level pops, which is always a fun kind of thing to do with the city builder. Is that it's not just enough to get population; you have to get population of a certain class or development level. It adds something really interesting to the game to have that there. And then how is trade worked into it? Oftentimes, these medieval city building games recognize that you're from a certain region, which may have certain competitive advantages and productions of certain goods, and it could be useful to trade what you can produce well and can produce a lot of easily, and import what's difficult. So we'll see if there's anything with that going on there. But, okay. This is a little bit more than a farm we're receiving from the father, our grandfather. Okay. Okay. Move these to here. All right. Now, what happened to the other? We like the second child or something, and so we're being given. Oh, good. So our current warnings, population. So this is like all citizens, ill. Okay, villager. Okay, so there's townmen, aristocrat, clergy, adult. This all workers, available workers. Cool. Happiness. There we go. Oh, so we can choose which resources we want to track. Very cool. That's nice to customize it. Photographic and menu. All right. Okay. So we can do photographic menu, and then we can do escape, build, demolitions, manager, decrees. Okay. So okay. So it's teaching us here. Social, production, mine, process trades. Mm. All. Okay. Let's see. Can rotate this. I'm going to put that there, right near the village center. And this is a settler's camp. Yeah, this very simple palisade makes a lot of sense. A lot of early kind of forts and civilizations had these like just simple either either with dirt or I guess with there just some simple palisades. Stockpile. Okay. So now still goes here. Social. Now we've unlocked houses. Oh, houses are quite big. They have a little bit of stateness to them. Maybe we'll do, yeah, just kind of coming out here. Gonna do a nice little gravel road, which will connect these up here. They're getting, everyone's unemployed. There we go. Let's see if we can speed this up a bit. That looks to be military. That's decrees. We've got roads. Okay. Things are getting built. Workshop's taking a bit longer. They're a bit more complicated. How many people can live in a house? That is a very good question. 6 people. So we obviously need more. I also want to track wood, tools, firewood. I think that's going to matter here. Okay. So we do need. Oh, so workshops are going to repair. Production. Okay. Field. Okay. So we do also need to create fields, which I think will be over here. And there we go. And these can get constructed. I'm also going to put some more homes down. Go a little bit rogue here. Because while we do want some fields, we need a lot of people doing things. Automatic repair. Oh, there we go. Oh, so if I want it to be like, you will also oh, very cool. So I can choose how that repairs. If I wanted to continue my row of houses here, which probably will. We'll get one, but someone but one person housed. We're getting these fields built. Okay, change field type. So we want cereals, cereals. There we go. Oh, they don't have a house. Don't have a storage field or storehouse to take them to, so we're are these the only two people we have available to build? Okay, change field type cows. All right. Food distribution. There are problems. All right. Villager's house, dugout. We're going to do the dugout right there. And then we're going to do a market stall right there. All right. Let's go ahead and go. There we go. People housed. This is going to take a lot of tools to get. That's going to take a lot of my logs. Well, the settlers camp has one person in it. Here's where all the employed people live. Lots of people still unemployed. I could get another workshop. I could probably build more buildings. I'll probably need another workshop soon. Maybe not yet. See what we've got here. This market stall will now collect food. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, this is rather big. This needs to be here. Those were triple depth. I don't know what I'm going to do with all those double depths. Maybe there'll be something to put there. Alright. But we're constructing a stockpile. Let's see. Sawmill. You don't have a lot of resource to put that out. Well, not super beautiful. We're okay. How are we doing? Citizen statistics. Happiness is okay. Trade routes. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we certainly won't want to declare war on them right away. Those appear to be slightly more developed townships, what we are. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this stuff built. Yes, we need more firewood. Get that with a stockpile. Then there are 2 workers who can hold on to all that, and then the firewood could be distributed. You okay. There we go. Now this stockpile. Oh. Duh. We can simply have to add range for it to do that. Them to build that. They generate cash? I thought my houses would generate cash. And I could see how a market stall could generate cash for me. How is this? We're completely out of firewood. That's the issue. Eating, yes. Okay. You're going down and cutting down trees. How are we worried about food here? Oh, you want more milk. You have one too many. I went ahead. Do I need to do that? Let's see. Let me ensure that you are doing this properly, and many things that we can do. But we're going to get another cattle ranch. Okay. Make sure that we have enough. Okay. All right. So let's see. Trade, production, herbalist. Oh, we'll just continue the row of houses there. More resources. They want access to an herbalist. Very well. Suppose medicine could be pretty necessary. I mean, this is doing decently to produce logs. We're not really getting enough firewood. Um, yes, we will donate. Herbalist is doing its thing. Okay. Each house wants clothing now. Oh yeah, more things. Okay. We're going to need to produce some wool. There we go. Now we can choose to change. To that, let's see. We're going to do sheeps. We're going to trade. Going to um, okay. That building here. Well, let's just start it with a sheep. Oh, let's do that. Store excess herbs there. You just go directly to get this. Like, if you can't directly get it out of the field, I understand to like have store and flow, but also keep stones in mind because we're starting to run out. Oh, don't tell me this is. Yeah, I'm starting to get less of a fan of this range just to like be able to build. Like I understand as a maintenance building, but just to be able to build it, this has now gotten annoying. Because what I would do is I'd start, essentially look at this. This is just, you know, I now have to be like, every time I want to add something within this build range, just to make this the most useful in terms of squares. I'm going to preserve as much of as my squares. I understand a maintenance building, but as far as whether they're builded or not, like that's something I need to see, or it needs to something to come over to the structure so I can quickly see no builder in range. That's something I need to know right away. That's not something you really want to be there with. So I'm not a fan of the builder range because again, look at this. I need to go yoink, and then I need to go yoink. And firewood, we're doing good with 2 tree cutters here. Okay. Okay. You are in building range. That should be fine. Oh, be out there. Just while I'm thinking about it. There we go. We're starting to produce clothing. This is going to be transmitted. Cereals and milk we have plenty of. Yeah, you just need some time to come and get. Once you've collected the goods, you should be fine. Wool is being turned. You all should be able to get houses or get yourselves clothed. Just like go and get yourself clothed. Hopefully, we'll be able to now destroy this settler. And now that we have room for more people, hopefully things will expand. Everything is going pretty well. Last person, come and get your clothes. I have plenty of clothes here. Everyone should have plenty of clothing. Who does not have clothing? You have clothing. You have clothing. You have clothing. No, you don't. Go and collect resources. There's plenty of clothes. As soon as you have your required clothes, you just need to collect the goods. Oh, people have gotten married together. There we go. Okay. Quarry? Never mind. Okay. Fine. Quarry. Oh, you actually have to put it in there like that. Not a quarry. Fine. Okay. There we go. You'll all build that. You will collect iron ore. You will collect that. Okay. I need to do you. So there we go. Question is, will I have enough people? Oh, so and now I'm starting to have elderly people. I'm not a fan necessarily. Available workers? People are still well. Child. Oh, people who are old, I guess they can still work. Got some people who are unemployed, but people are getting married, having children. This is a good thing. A capacity for 30 people currently. I'd like to increase that. Let's do. Let's see. Stockpile. There we go. That'll get you built. Okay. Okay. That's the distribution mechanism. This market stall distribution mechanism. Okay. We don't any of that or any of that. Any of that. You're a distribution mechanism. I don't think we quite need this anymore. Eggs. Switch you over to chicken. All right. There we go. Available workers. Settler camp at least doesn't have anyone there. People are growing up. Okay. Roman, Hunter, the Hunters. Oh, there's a lot of people. Children don't necessarily count. I would almost like it to be more interesting if it was family units that got these homes, rather than just, oh, and there's an unlimited number of space for children. It's very close here. Very good. Mining our way out. We're going to get iron. Iron mine complete. Mining out that stone. Okay. We now have stone. Iron, I think, will give us more tools. More money. We have a good amount of money. That's great. Got plenty of milk. Got some iron. Got some cloth. This can hold eggs and meat. Working out pretty decently here. You know, I may put more fields along here, back behind here. That could work. We're producing. Just gotta wait for them to get that iron done. This warehouse is starting to fill up, but it's a good thing. We're producing. I wish I could see. I guess I can. It would be. So there's taxes. I kind of like to see what my consumption 10 a day. Okay. So let's go. I hate to put this right behind a residential area here, and if I was planning better for people's health, I would, but I don't like having the space not filled in, so you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Available workers. Still have enough available workers. And then I think I get to make tools. Once I have iron, that should be tool. Okay. They don't appear to want eggs and meat yet, but we'll just put them there. Apparently, we are consuming wool faster than we're making it at the moment. But I might as well stock some chicken processes. Okay, firewood. Firewood we're doing good on. Let's see. Production. Cereals we're slowly losing. Iron ore we're slowly losing on wool. Telling me one iron mine is not enough. Well, you know, we may just have to trade in some additional iron. Especially if we don't have the, we just don't have production for it. I mean, there's only so many iron mines that we can have. I love that the home key brings you right back to here. This would be really cool if you could upgrade this, but it's like at this point, it's telling me to destroy it. Okay. Let's see, let's get this done. Warehouse is holding on to some iron. What happened? Oh, when it becomes that warehouse, a stockpile can do both that and that. Um, okay. So, construct building hunter. Others. This the hunters? Alright. So, leather and meat. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I don't need it anymore. There we go. We have a hunter's camp. They can gather close to town. Trees are going down. I'm hoping there's like a forester to help replant trees or something. Okay. There we go. We have a hunter. We want to produce a smithy. And there we go. Great. Let's add them back in, get that built. And now we'll have tools going. So we have the basics of all we need. How are we doing? Still appear to be doing well for wool. Making plenty of milk. Iron ore we're having issues with. Wool we should be having issues with. Leathers. And let's see what we get here. I think once we get tools online, we'll have a very good idea. Oh, this does take quite a bit for them to produce. You only choose slow production or fast production. All right. We're producing tools. Manager, cereals, iron ore, wood. We're still doing okay on. Yeah, if I bump this up to the next level, we would not be okay. But I don't need it at a super high level at the moment. Except maybe I'm going to do this real quickly. While we just because we need to pop out 30 real quickly. Okay, let's go back to that. They want to do honey. And a chapel. That actually might be a good. That better be under social. Oh, so it requires us to do a decree. So, okay, we're going to announce that decree. Ooh, this will fit in perfectly here. So we're going to go right there. Wait for that to be built. Again, be upset that it takes that. Honey. I'm going to go ahead and change that back to sheep. My bet is honey not used yet, but it will be soon. I'm going to want more of it. We're going to want to do that. Change field type. Get some chickens going. There. That should build up. Got plenty of boards. Honey. Yes. You all will be happy. Diversity, security, general happiness. Get your neighborhoods good. Now, at some point, this will completely run out. Guess you have to trade at that point once you've used up your natural resources. Want to see if the home key still works. Now, if you destroy your central settlement, layers. Generally, do need a mini map with things like this because unless you're close by it. Okay, so we need. What does this need? Advancing to a village. So we need a granary. Maybe that's how we get clergy. So I think that's trade and okay. We're going to need to do this. Because I'm going to want to produce that a little bit more quickly. Let me go into my production here. I should be negative on wood slightly for the time being, but I can fix that later. Cereals. Oh, that I absolutely need to fix, like right away. Not right away, but I should. While I'm thinking about it. That requires more of those planks. Do they plant trees as well? Trees are being cut. Maybe that's a mode you get to unlock later. It looks like they're growing a tree in the middle of that. Yeah. See there. And change that field type. That. Do you have to get like your resources from, oh, maybe a granary? Maybe that's where the resources come from? So, okay. Let's see. Oh, yes. Let's see. If I do no, that that puts it on. So if I voila. Okay. Let's see how this granary will do. Go back in here, look at our production. Cereals are fine again. Milk is fine. Iron ore. A little bit negative on wood. I'm okay with that. Plenty of tools. You all are cutting down trees. I guess trees are naturally regrowing. Plenty of leather. Got plenty of clothes. Definitely could trade those away to other settlements. Like here. Can you just not, do you have to collect that from a granary? Like the honey can be collected from there. Can you just not utilize a market? What is your issue? Okay, get everything built there. I like that you have to have one person kind of building. Yeah, the workshop I'm not necessarily such a huge fan of. As kind of a keep things repaired building with a certain range that it can maintain buildings in its radius, cool. As a repair, I'm like, nah. Because now that this is built, like, oh great. I just, like, I take the fields off because it's not important. And now it's just a matter about maximizing, you know, how many squares I get. I'm like, but by keeping that many squares, it's doable. Okay, what is this granary going to do? This granary can hold on to a bunch of stuff, which means now that this granary can hold, it's okay. So I come in here. I can now announce that we are upgraded. Oh, there we go. Complete. You're just getting yourself upgraded to a settlement. Very cool. Well, that is my first look here. A little bit of interesting of a city builder, build up. There's a lot of putting buildings in range of being able to do things. I like that you can modify, you know, buildings collection ranges. You can have them go out and collect something far, and they just limit it by number of squares. That can be pretty cool. So I don't mind that so much on the collection buildings because you set that up for what you want them to collect and what you don't want them to collect, as a kind of a thing. But what does really get me is the builder. Um, you know, if the if it's just a maintenance building, that's fine. If not, builders. If you want to just employ builders, they should go everywhere. And if you want to have a maintenance building, that should be separate. Because once you plop down a building, it's like the last thing you're thinking about is, oh, can my builders get there? Generally, builders need to go to new areas that aren't previously zoned for that kind of thing. So I wish they'd change that up a bit or split that function. Or if there's an area of effect and you're going to have the builders and repairs be the same thing, have a repair area, so for which buildings they will maintain, versus a build area where they'll go outside of it. That would be a good, I think, compromise position. But it's a enjoyable little demo here. I'm interested to see how it progresses. Um, right now, it's solid. You're building up. You're putting down townships. You're putting farms. You're collecting resources. Um, but I'm looking to see, you know, what sets it apart from other things in the genre, and that I haven't seen in this demo. But it is a fully functional demo with a tutorial that guides you through it. Um, and the artwork is decent, so it is a right now it is just, something there. It is something there. It is something solid. I hope that as it further develops, I can see something that will add a certain um, interest to it, because um, right now it's simple production chains and buildings and leveling up, which is great, but um, in a with the current games market is yes, but I have other games that do that, and that's just a little bit of difference from where I've uh, come in terms of my preferences in gaming and seeing there is I want something new in the genre to add something, even if it's a little something. I want this designer or this team's take on this, what is a proven genre of, just building up a village or town. And to get that, I would need to, see something more there. Um, so I've seen other games that have done that, but right now this would be a solid. So if this was just, your first time playing a city builder, based on this demo, I'd say it'd be solid. Um, but I think there's something more to add here. And based on what I see in the background here with all these walls and higher level towns, possibly something more there. Just it's not readily apparent to me in the demo. Maybe there's a lot more, complex, production chains going on, but um, that's something to be seen. But as far as a demo build goes, I know exactly what the game is about. I know how it's going to play. I could see all the tools. They're useful. I can get to the information. I know where the deficits are. I know where things can be. The UI is um, decently simple to understand. There's, again, that one thing with the building, which I'm a little bit annoyed about, um, but that's not a complete deal breaker. But I want to say thank you very much for joining me, and be seeing you.